this space is where you speak honestly about vaping, the environment, mental health, and creating real change in our environment. My name's Olivia, and today's topic is the toxins in the water, and I'm also here with
Diana.
Brianna.
Maya. And Brenda.
So I kind of just wanted to start talking about like rainwater and how rainwater moves pollution, kind of things like that. You guys have any takes on that?
Like, you know how we were talking about, sorry, what was it? Oh, how, like, vapes get, like, disposed into, like, the water or something like that, or just, like, being, like, broken down. And obviously, like, when it rains and stuff like that, like, it's gonna take all the oil from, like, you know, like, all the nicotine and stuff like that from the vape, and it's gonna, like, evaporate with it, and it's just gonna keep on going and going. And you guys see where I'm going with this, right?
Yes.
And like I feel like the bacteria from the vape is gonna like evaporate, like she said, and go in our lungs, and it's gonna have a big effect on us.
Right.
So I was also thinking kind of like when you throw a vape, it doesn't have to be in the water directly for it to get to the water. When you throw it on the sidewalk, like it can get the rainwater. It can be like a very bad storm, and it can like push the water down. You know, the water goes down into the drain. That can bring the vape with it down into the drain. You know, the water gets filtered and things like that in the drain, and the water gets put back out. And like these chemicals are now in that water that's going down our drain system, and that's just like not good at all.
Adding on to like the water, like on our last episode, we talked about how the batteries are like very dangerous and how teenagers or adults don't know how to dispose of them properly. If a vape falls into the water, like the battery could explode because the wire could be exposed. So, yeah.
I want to add on saying that the batteries in the vape, like the minerals can contaminate the water, and it's gonna like have this effect where it like ruins our water quality and our air quality.
Yeah, it doesn't even have to be like the water you drink. It's also the water like you wash dishes with, like all those toxins like touching your skin and things like that. It ruins your hands. It ruins your dishes. Even like those are dishes you eat off of. Like they're supposed to be clean. Like after you do the soap, you're running with water. The water is more dirtier now than the soap. Like that's just contradicting the whole point of washing your dishes. Like
And sponges hold a lot of bacteria. So
Yes.
imagine how contaminated your sponge could be.
yes, on top of all the food and the type of like food bacteria that's on the sponge. Like no, and like touching back more like the rainwater, like going like it doesn't always have to go into the drain. Like the rainwater can bring that voyage can lead all the way to the ocean, the lake, anything like that, and I can just bring the vape in there like without you even throwing it in the water. So it's like, oh, it's okay, I'm only throwing it on the sidewalk. Like it's just going on like the concrete. That's not gonna do nothing. But like guys, things move.
Water's just gonna carry it on to those specific places.
Right.
And like I feel like as soon as it gets into our water, then it's just like a never-ending cycle to try to get it out. Like it's just a constant like thing that we have to be wary of.
And touching on like it going into the ocean, like wildlife, not only can it kill them, but like it doesn't always have to kill them. It could just be like now these toxins are integrated inside of these animals that are in the ocean, like a crab or a lobster, and we're cooking these animals and we're eating them.
Right.
And now we're eating the toxins that these animals just took, and we're eating the animal.
I feel like
Exactly.
the animals could like misinterpret the vape for like food.
Yes.
And like give them some type of illness that some people don't even realize if there's a cure for it.
Right, you can just be creating viruses now, like
That's
Yeah,
really
no.
just, like,
It could
toxic
affect our
pollution.
whole food chain.
No, I can't.
Right.
Adding on to that, like if we eat lobster from a restaurant, we don't know how properly they clean it or how like it's just
Where they get it from.
exactly like
Yeah.
we don't know how good it's being taken care of, and it could really affect like the population.
yeah, and it can even go into like the lobster or something at a market basket. Like if you're
Yeah,
buying
no,
it, you don't know where they
literally.
get them from either.
Because water can go a long way. Like
A
It
very
can. It's a
long
part of
way.
everything.
Yes.
we don't know if our system is very clean. Like our water is very dirty.
And also thinking about like the beach, like nobody wants to go to a beach where there's like vape spitting like washed up on the side of the
Yeah,
ocean.
no.
Like that just is ruining like
That's just not cute.
yeah, like think about a beach you go to, you wouldn't want to go to a dirty beach.
No.
Everybody wants like a nice tropical beach, but like how are you gonna be able to go to a nice place when you can't even protect like what you got going on at home,
Exactly.
ruining your own land?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
But I did want to add on back to, I forgot which one of you guys said it. Like water is used for like mainly everything, and it's like if all these different parts of like the world that have water, obviously are getting contaminated with all that like chemicals and stuff like that from vapes. It's like we use it to water our gardens, stuff like that, to grow vegetables and fruits, and it's like that's gonna also affect the fruits and like all the crops that are being grown out, and then we're gonna be eating them, and it's bad for our body as well again. And that's just things that people need to be starting to, what am I say? Like start to be aware of, like start to notice.
And like somebody said earlier, it's like an ongoing cycle. Like if we do one thing, it's still gonna come out a different outcome. Like regardless of what we do, there's still always gonna be a problem.
Your life is a whole cycle.
For sure.
Yeah.
And like think about cleaning up. Like you can be like, okay, now we have to just clean it up if we're doing this. Like, but you know how hard. Like try to think about cleaning the ocean, like,
Right.
or cleaning a lake. Like that's just very difficult. Like it's not like a pool. You can just drain the water out the pool. Give it a good scrub. Like no, like this is just like integrated into our water now, and it's like in the system
It needs
of the
to
water.
be taken very seriously. Because
Yes.
it's not just something that can become very common. Like it should be something that should be rare.
For sure.
Like any type of bacteria that is in those vapes and they're being like thrown into like the ocean and stuff like that is being carried around to different places where the water is going,
Right.
and it can affect other people from different like countries and like other states and stuff like
Yeah, like water literally connects communities. Like the Merrimack River literally flows like
Throughout like all of
I think
Valley.
it flows so far. I think to like Lowell even or
Yeah.
something around that.
The Merrimack pH balance is so off.
No, it is.
Yes.
We tested it in school. It's literally terrible.
I was gonna say
So
that testing the water levels and things like that. Like you
Like,
don't want to
imagine-
see lithium.
Sorry.
You're fine.
Like imagine washing your face and then you get like acne the next day because you washed your face with water that's
Yes.
contaminated.
Yeah.
From your sinks even, bro. That can be the water you brush your teeth with, gang. Like that's going into your mouth.
Yeah.
Your teeth
That's
are gonna
so-
be
Disintegrated. And like you could be like, okay, I'm gonna brush my teeth with a water bottle. Well, guess what? That same water you're drinking from is the same water they use to filter.
very
Right,
recycled.
Exactly.
And like, sorry.
Right.
Back to like the water cycle. Like if you think of how rain works and how like the water that's already contaminated gets evaporated back into the clouds and then spreads all over wherever it rains. Like it's not rain doesn't stay in one place. Like it goes anywhere it can. So that means we're contaminating anywhere we can. Like it's not cute.
Quite literally, bro. And then like thinking about right now, like let's say you just throw a vape in the water. Like obviously it's not gonna automatically, the water's not gonna blow up and explode. It's not gonna happen right away.
Right.
Think about like 20 or 30 years from now when you have your kids and like it's gonna be your generation. Even if you don't have kids, but like you're gonna be the older generation. You're like, okay, I went here, I went this. You're gonna be like, oh, that used to be a river, but now it's like dead.
Now it's
Like,
wasteland.
Yeah, like it doesn't have to happen automatically. Like it's gonna happen eventually, and like that's why I think it's so hard for people to understand that, because like it's not an instant effect. Even vaping itself, it's not an instant effect, but it's like long term effects, and it's like it's gonna hurt us eventually. So it's better to get on it now before it starts genuinely becoming an even bigger problem.
Yeah, I think that also ties back to like what I said last episode about how you have to do your research. You have to worry about how it affects you and other people, because not only does it affect you now, but it will affect the future generations to come.
And this is why we have resources that can help you with that. Like
And
I
the toolbox
agree.
to dispose.
I agree. Like people always think about like the short term and never the long term effect.
we're like not us, but like the community's physically burning their brain cells with more vaping and not really taking the facts seriously.
And some like common misconceptions that people think is like the ocean is so big, like it's not gonna get there. But really think about it, bro. Like
Sure,
things
it's all
travel,
over.
bro. Things travel. Like you see like the little like movies when they put like a bottle and like a little note in it. It travels. So that vape's gonna travel just like that little.
Especially how it's
thing.
just like multiple people like doing it. It's
Yeah.
not just one
Yeah.
person. It's everybody doing
It's
If
it.
it
not
was
only in
one
our
person
community.
every day throwing a vape, like okay,
It's
maybe
gonna
it's not
add
gonna
up.
happen. Yeah, maybe it's not gonna happen that fast. But think about
It's
all the
gonna happen.
teens you see vaping in your life, in your school. Not even teens. All the people you see vaping, like think of all those people they throw that vape on the floor or in the trash. I don't think anybody you see vaping right now is throwing away their vapes correctly.
Right.
So that's just adding on to our our what's that word? Our environment.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Yep.
Think of vape as of like oil and then the water. That's not
Yes,
gonna
it
vape.
doesn't combine.
So
And-
imagine
and-
a
yes.
1,000 vapes in one water.
Yeah.
That's all gonna float up. Well,
Yeah,
not really,
no.
but
You know what I mean?
Like, it's
And like
not-
they actually have oil in them too,
No,
so they're
they
really not
do.
gonna mix all
Yeah,
them
no, they're
chemicals.
not.
Disgusting.
Very disgusting.
So really think about it. That's all I'm about to say to you guys. But thanks for listening to Youth Unfiltered. Keep raising your voice, protecting your future, and leading the next generation towards change. Check you out.
Bye.
take no.